Welcome, dear viewer. Merry Christmas. Good news. The war is over. Specifically, the war on Christmas. Now that Christmas-hating Barack Hussein Obama is leaving the White House, or according to Donald Trump, we need a president in this country who is not, look, I'm not Muslim. That's all I'm saying. Now, granted, the war on Christmas never actually existed outside of the manufactured outrage machine that is the right-wing media. But even though the war on Christmas was fake, I'm starting to understand for Christmas that the casualties were real. There were a lot of Americans who apparently really have suffered under Barack Obama, and I failed to understand how much until the Electoral College vote. Because election night, that was one thing. I get it. Trump voters, you were upset. Maybe you were a little drunk. Things got a little crazy. Maybe you don't even really remember what happened. But when you wake up the next day and you realize, oh my God, I think I got married last night. You're supposed to sober up, go back to Vegas, and get the marriage annulled. Technically, that's what the Electoral College was supposed to be, right? But no, the electors in the Electoral College not only consciously cast their votes for Trump, they cheered about it. And watching that for me was like 9/11, watching Palestinians celebrating. I was like, whoa, I didn't know that was possible for people to cheer for what is basically the destruction of my country. I guess that's how hard it must have been to live under Barack Obama, that you're consciously willing to now get in bed with Donald Trump. And I know the trick is don't take him literally, but now it's clear that Trump is literally crazy. Clinically crazy. Pathological liar? All those campaign promises that are now like, I didn't mean it. His ego, which has started a few international incidents already, and the fact that Trump will be in violation of the Constitution from day one doesn't matter because, classic definition of a psychopath, the rules don't apply to me. It's crazy. But still, you were willing to choose him because apparently anything is better than 4 more years of Obama. What was so bad? I want to know. There was that article from Cracked.com about how big city people have no idea how hard it is to live in small town America. Like how many times per day you get these subtle put downs on TV, in the movies, in the news. No wonder you hate that goddamn mainstream media. There was the whole Michael Moore thing. There was that election therapy guide for liberals talking about Obama's fantasy world of political correctness, fixation on things like transgender bathrooms, where there is absolutely no respect for a difference of opinion. I guess that would drive me crazy, and it is kind of true. Left-wing America is all about purging every form of bigotry except against people who don't agree with them. And there was that article in Harvard Business about the dorkiness, the arrogance, the smugness, like that dorky laugh of Hillary when she was asked about her email server, the arrogance and the smugness of her whole basket of deplorables line. It must have been torture. I get it. The past 8 years must have felt like living through one big Revenge of the Nerds movie, and maybe I can understand how now you'd be ready for Revenge of the Jocks. As bad as Trump clearly is, that must be how bad you experienced the past 8 years, that you're willing to do whatever it takes so you never have to live through that again. Trump is going to kill your healthcare, right? Right. He's going to gut your Social Security. That's the price I have to pay. He's not going to improve the economy. He's going to blow up the debt. He's going to start wars that your children are going to have to fight. And when they come home disabled as veterans, he's going to laugh at them. You're going to suffer. And Trump voters are like, as long as I don't have to live another day under that dorky, arrogant, looking down his nose at me, smug son of a bitch. So maybe it's true. It turns out it wasn't a racist thing. And on behalf of the lamestream media, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for implying that it was. I'm sorry for only now acknowledging how much you've suffered. And to steal a line from the last Democratic president who could communicate with America's white working class, I feel your pain. And I'm going to be feeling it for at least the next 4 years. Merry Christmas.
News. It's very serious. We take it seriously. Seriously, here in the newsroom.